This past year, I graduated college after a long 12 months of heartbreak and pain and joy and love and confusion. I had the beautiful opportunity to spend a few months on my family farm on this remote island in the middle of nowhere, and it really did feel like a fresh start. For all of my life, I've wondered what's next, what comes after graduating high school and then what comes after graduating college. And this was the first time in my life when I was free, and I realized that freedom came with challenges and a lot of possibilities. This is what my room is currently looking like. It's quite nice. As you can tell, my room is in kind of total disarray, I guess you would call it. My family and I are currently in the process of moving, and I forgot how much stuff one can accumulate over the years. I don't really buy a lot of things or a lot of material. I try and be really conscious with what I'm purchasing and what I keep in my life, but I do hold on to a lot of stuff. So I have stuff from elementary school that I still have in here. I've been trying to go through the process of just purging it all. Everything has a story connected to it, and like everything that I've kept, from letters to little doodads to gifts that I don't necessarily use, but I love the person and I want to hold on to it. It's been a big lesson on, I guess, just attachment and releasing attachment. I have a rock. I have many rocks that I've just collected over the years, and I just somehow I'm attached to them now. And for better or for worse, I have to let go of these things. So like everything natural that I've collected, like rocks and sticks and shells and everything, I'm just gonna return back to the place that I collected them. Just give it back to earth. But everything else I've just been either trying to sell in Depop in terms of clothes or just donating. I was only in this house specifically for a little bit of time because my parents moved here when I was a senior in high school, and then I went to college and I was living in an apartment. The next few weeks that I had left in California, I spent outside in the mountains, really just soaking up the sun and the fresh air, enjoying a little bit of cold while I was at it, as I would be moving to a new home somewhere that was warm. And then we were there, and I started picking coffee every morning for hours, staring at these little red cherries and really slowing down and allowing myself to process everything. Good morning. Good morning. I am going to make my boyfriend and I some tea. I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. But I just put in a bunch of filtered water and then some chamomile, some raspberry leaf, and then I'm putting in some natto right now because both of us have been really having bad allergies. So I'm gonna put some of this in, and then I just let it boil for a bit. I usually make this at night, but I forgot, and then I let it steep overnight, but I forgot. We got another cat. She's still a little scared. Her name is Ulu. We live in an all-wood room, which is pretty much like a dungeon. Ulu just ran in straight into that corner, but It's pretty much like a dungeon during the day. We have one window, but everything else is just like complete darkness. We've been trying to finish our room for literally 2 months, but it's okay. But I'm about to go on the farm and see what I can help with. So we're on my parents' property right now. We moved over to help just kind of maintain the property and help harvest. So we're on 10 acres right now of coffee and macadamia nuts and a nice variety of other stuff. But in between the coffee and the mac nuts is an absurd amount of weeds that just absolutely go mayhem. So for the past 2 months, my boyfriend Gavin and I have been picking the coffee and selling it, and that's kind of been our main job as of now. Oh, I need to see if there's any ripe avocados. But that's kind of been our main job as of the past 2 months. But I recently just got a job just working at like a little cafe, and he does tree work, so he is doing that today, just doing like property landscaping. He is an arborist, so he does like tree work and climbs, and it's really hot today, so I'm a little scared for him. So I'm just gonna get like this one to make it a little bit easier. I just think plants are so cool. Isn't that so neat? They are my favorite fern. I'm gonna go check the fruit stand for some little koi, because ours are not ripe, but I want to make jam. So I'm bringing my little hint bag, and I got my matcha, and I'm wearing my Integral Luna top that I wear literally every day, but it's okay. This is the Agni Crust Tap. I will leave the link in the description. I do about just half a cup of elderberries to, I think this is 32 fluid ounces, pretty sure, of water. I really just eyeball it, but I'll put the exact recipe right here. This is what I'm working with though right now in terms of my apothecary. So trying to find a time to go to Target or somewhere, or find some on Facebook Marketplace. Anywhere that I can find just mason jars with lids, because we have a decent amount of mason jars here, but there's no lids for them, and we use them for like drinking and for storing food and things like that. So I'm just gonna go get a big container of the large mason jars, and then I'll hold the rest, or I'll keep the rest of the bulk herbs in somewhere else. I think if you're first getting into herbalism, my like best suggestion would be to buy one herb in a bulk package. You can get these on Amazon, or different online stores also sell them. Amazon's just the cheapest in my opinion. I don't love supporting Amazon obviously, but there are certain things that I can't afford to buy otherwise. So anyways, I buy most of my herbs bulk on Amazon from various brands. I really like Star West Botanicals. But yeah, if you're just starting out with herbalism, I suggest just picking one herb, buying it in bulk, and trying to integrate it into your life and get to know that plant, get to know the way it makes you feel. Some people are not going to have good reactions to some herbs, just like everything in the world. Some things work really great for some people, some things work not so great for other people. And a lot of herbs are extremely potent, especially if you're looking for herbs for hormone health or hormone healing. Shatavari, I know, is a really popular women's herb, but for some people it's a little too potent and it can really alter your hormonal state, and for a lot of people it's really beneficial, but if used improperly or if used by somebody who doesn't necessarily react great to the herb, it can kind of counterbalance the good that it does. So as always, just really listen to your body and start integrating herbs slowly. Pick one herb. If you're a woman, I would always suggest raspberry leaf. It's a pretty mellow herb that packs so much potency. So this is just my opinion. Obviously do your own research. We stayed in this little bungalow, this little wooden room for a few months, and then decided that it was time to move back to California. It's been a crazy past few months, and I will share more in a future video. Allow yourself to begin again, and with this, begin in a space of more love and peace. I hope you take care, and I will see you soon.